Today is the 25th of December. Kai Mills don't call it Christmas. I just call it a holiday. Somebody got a day off. But boy, did I get a education yesterday in the mall. First time in 30 years I've been in a mall leading up to this holiday. And reminds me when I was young, we never really celebrate Christmas. I'm from the Church of God, to understand. And my mother would say, the reason for the ceasing is not buying present, putting up Christmas tree, that somehow they may burn your house down because you're practicing foolishness. All focus, if that's what you believe, should be on the Christ and his birth and his reason. And I will take a little bit further. The Bible is the manual for Christianity. All pastors know that. So in that manual called the Bible, I want any pastor to dare say that Christ was born on the 25th of December. Any pastor that say that they've been lying to the congregation, lying to their children all their life. Then some go as far to have a white Jesus in their church. And somewhere in the scripture they said, no man have seen God and live. So if you've seen him and you died, who did you tell that he was white? Not a lie that we tell through the years. I don't know, I'm from Abaco, and I don't know of any home in Abaco that has a chimney. And they wonder why there is the discord between the children and the parents. When the children get older, they saw that their parents was lying to them all their life. Santa come down a chimney. After they work hard to try to follow fashion like the rest of the world and lie. Even the pastor, even some church, and the pastor would say that Santa Claus bring present in the pulpit. We know most of them don't have no respect for the pulpit. Every time I think about pastors and bishop, I think about Bishop Frazier. So far they think about God and the respect for the congregation and the people. But that's a story for another day. And for some reason, God have to be white. I was a shocker in the mall yesterday. Thousands and thousands of black people. I don't know if the white people shop somewhere else or they don't shop that day or they open the shop in the night for the white people to shop. But there was only about 5 white people and 2,000 blacks. I've never seen that numbers. And they were like ants everywhere. 80% of them ain't had $1. They're just blocking up the mall. We call them mall rats, running into people and have no monies, but they're there. But the shocking thing to me was I saw this Santa Claus and this black fool got his child on this white Santa Claus. And this was the ugliest white Santa Claus I ever seen. He ugly, got spots in his face, and the fella wouldn't smile. You imagine you taking your picture with this white, ugly Santa Claus that won't smile? How come we can't have a black Santa Claus? Black people can't get, we are so documented in our mind that we think foolishly. You got to play this ugly, non-smiling, white Santa Claus that won't smile, and you're putting your child on the white lap to take a picture during Christmas, and you're going to take that into your house? We can't even have a black Santa in Nassau. And I just sit back and say, wow. and Bahamians have been documenting and messing up their kids' minds for years, the pastors, the churches, when the manual that what you should go by, the Bible, there is no record, no wording of December 25th is Christ's birthday. You know where it came from? A bunch of white merchants got together and decide, look here, let's make this a holiday so those Negroes could spend money. You know who truly benefit from Christmas today? Tomorrow. The white merchants that are going to collect and say, let me see how much these Negroes give to us the day after Christmas. They are counting their monies. They are the true beneficial of Christmas. Not Christ, not the church, not the pastor. Pastor ain't getting no money this week. Money gone to the white merchants. They are the true beneficial of Christmas. And then we have people, educated people like judges, lawyers, all these politicians. And these people are very, very well read. They have read the Bible. They have not seen it, but their parents have documented that and messed up their mind from a child, and they are passed on the lies from what their parents told them. And they begin to add to the lie by telling their kids. It's unbelievable. So in reality, the only people that really benefit from the so-called birth of Jesus Christ that is not documented in the manual of the Christian faith called the Bible. The true benefit of Christmas was the people that owned them all, the merchants. After today, you could buy people for anything. They're broke, they're hungry, they're miserable, all because of a lie leading up to this day, which is a lie in the Christian faith, because there's no record in the manual of the Bible that said Christ was born on the 25th. And if it was his birth, you should be buying presents for Christ. What does Christmas tree have to do with Christ? Christmas lights, partying, getting all kapunkel up. It's just another reason to have black people spend unnecessary money. This Christmas, I kind of would take Christmas off my list. I saw a lot of people hit me up and I wouldn't even answer them. I'm sending my message out. I'm not celebrating Christmas. Not this term. You would note that our Honorable Prime Minister is in Abaco. He has two homes, one in Nassau, one in Abaco. You think that he would seek out some persons that don't have a home and would have Christmas dinner with them? No, sir. He's going to have his colleagues come down to his home there in Abaco, and they're going to wine and dine on the suffering of Abaco. It would have been such a good gesture if somebody would have benefit from the Prime Minister spending Christmas in Abaco, but I thought that would happen. That would have been my Christmas prayer, to see that our illustrious, most honorable Prime Minister have two homes, and 4 months he has not made it possible for one person out of 3,000 plus people that lost their home. Our Prime Minister is in his vacation home in Abaco when over 3,000 people lost their homes, and our Prime Minister didn't make sure that one person can be comfortably in their home. Everybody know in Abaco, the ones that had the ice water shield, they were surprised to see how much water came through that. It was a hurricane all over for the last 3 days in Abaco. But I bet you neither home that the most honorable prime minister owns has any leak to it. And it's so sad that all the money that is being expended in the last 4 months, none of it was directed to having Abaco and Abaconians back in their homes. So Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Prime Minister. I hope you enjoy that ham and turkey or whatever you're eating. And remember, most people are suffering because of the indecision that you've made and continue to make on behalf of the Bahamas and Abaco. This is unacceptable. I wonder what your Christmas message would be to people that don't have no homes, do not have no food, do not have no clothes, do not have no bed, while you're whining and dining in my town of Abaco. What would be your message to Abaconians that you didn't buy one piece of plywood to help them to secure their homes for this holiday? Shame, shame on you and your government. Merry Christmas to you. Maybe you can enjoy it, but we shall not enjoy Christmas in the condition that you left us in, after making sure that everybody else benefit from our suffering but us. Merry Christmas to you, Prime Minister.